Hello and welcome to LAKERLAND, where you hear some thoughts from some excited Laker fans. I'm Christian, alongside of me, my left-hand man, Matt. What it do, bro?
What's up? What's up? It's the most wonderful time.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
I don't know about you, bro. You know, it's the Christmas season. That's jingle season. Right now, the only jingle I know is 18 on the way.
Yup. Yes, sir. It's
It's,
on the way for sure, bro. You see what's happening.
it's coming, man. I've spoke about it before. This is my most legit, the most wonderful time of the year for me. It just so happens to be coming in such a great moment of the year this year. But so much good news, man. Palinka, you're doing it again, bro. Doing
Rob
it.
MVP. He better win it this year.
The exec of the year. He has to, man. And it's not even done. We are not done. We might just be getting started. I don't know what tricks he got up his sleeve. I think he got a few,
No, for sure.
but I couldn't go another day without pressing record, bro. I really couldn't. I wanted to talk about it yesterday, so the big news dropped, the big fish. But let's dive right in, bro. I want to go kind of like sequence of events, just cause. Oh man, I ain't gonna say I was scared in the very beginning, but like people were making moves, and I was like, "Yo, Rob, what's the holdup?"
hmm
But at the same time, after what I saw him do last season and on the buyout market and everything else, I just said, "Yo, I trust Rob Pelinka," which is something that like we used to have Mitch Kupchak, the guy that's giving out Gordon Hayward $30 million a year. We used to have that guy, so I haven't had trust in our front office for a while, and then especially with the Magic thing going on. Last season was like the first real season we saw something good, but was it good, or was it just got the job done? This Rob Pelinka is proven right now he's not no fluke, and that all this trust he's earning from me, man.
No, that's a fact. Like you said in the beginning, like we were definitely nervous a little bit because it's like I don't know if it's like we just tend to move a little slow, but he was definitely moving a lot more low boy than a lot of teams. So it just seems like we're moving kind of like at a slower pace, but you just don't hear a lot of word from the Lakers until it's like Tom, like, all right, they're nearing a sign or whatever. So it's like it's kind of like an anxious feeling, but gotta trust Rob at the end of the day is what you gotta tell yourself. And we talked about it before in another episode when we was about the shooter trade. That was already a big move for us. Like that was the sixth man of the year with the scoop, and he went and got Wes Matthews, which is a perfect replacement for Danny Green. I feel like
At
perfect
a
replacement.
at a much cheaper rate, I must say. I think we used our biannual exception on him, which is a 3.2 mil. I want to say I got all my numbers right. I'm not a capologist. I just got the Lakers cap. That's all I got for me. But
Right.
yeah, man. So we got out the gate with the Wes Matthews, and then I'm not gonna say I was concerned, but I started seeing some people fly. I started seeing I can't remember off the top of my head how in what order the moves started going in, but as soon as we got Matthews, and then was the Howard thing next,
I think yeah, because the Howard thing was kind of like midday,
right?
and yeah, he sent the tweet out. We thought we had Dwight back. It was a little confusing. Like I caught it a little late because what I'm saying, I was slipping, but like when I went back and saw everything, it was confusing because it was like, yo, he tweeted out this thing, he deleted it, and then like how much longer later he just said he's going to Philly. Like the thing is, the crazy thing is the tweet was like, all right, see you right where I belong, bleeding purple gold to the day I die. Laker Nation, what's up? And then you know what I'm saying, and then like 5 minutes later, he'll be like, what's going on? So I don't know what happened with that. There's a lot of different theories I was seeing on Twitter and stuff, but none
But
of it seems to really make sense to me.
I got a few things to say. First of all, I must say the fact you had no notifications on and you like to nap like at a certain time every day, you killed me, bro, because I could tell you was scrolling through your timeline like in reverse order. So I get
I
a
was seeing
message,
stuff
right?
crazy. I was like, yo, what's going on? Like,
I get a message, and all I see is the Dwight Howard thing, and you're like, yes, let's fucking go. And then 2 seconds later, you're like, yo, what just happened? But this literally has happened like 2 hours ago, and you're just seeing it like as you scroll. So you're like, oh, we got Dwight, is lit. Wait, how's he on Philly?
I don't know what happened, bro. It don't make no sense to me.
Oh man,
Like, could you explain that? Like, what happened?
my favorite theory. There's a few theories. There was just one where it was like a miscommunication. Like that one, I guess, could make sense. My favorite theory is that we like theorized the deal of Dwight Howard. We were like, yeah, bro. So we're looking at this. We're looking at this. And that's what we're looking like. Just give us a second. And Dwight Howard was like, all right, I'll give you a second. And then like 10 minutes later, he was like, bro, this is taking too long. And then Joel Embiid DM'd him on Instagram.
Bro, that's what it sounded like, bro.
So, yeah. So the way I took it is Lakers didn't really pencil an offer. What they said is, yo, we're going to have something for you. Give us a minute. We'll figure it out. And he was like, all right, cool. Laker Nation, what's up? I'm coming back. And then once the Lakers saw that, they were like, yo, bro, nothing's official yet. Like, chill. We're going to work something out. And he was like, shit, delete. My fault, Shams. Take that back real quick. And then an hour later, he was like, bro, I don't know. They're taking too long. And then he saw his DMs and he saw Embiid and he was like, Philly, I guess. And now he's in Philly.
Philly, I guess, is hilarious.
I guess, bro. Like, I don't know.
It seems like, bro, signed a serious 1-year deal that would be like less than what he would have made for us.
At minimum, he would have made more with us. And what really sucks, bro, truthfully, we're going to talk about the center options. I like some of them. I don't like some of them. We'll talk about it. But the way it's looking right now, especially, I still have a theory we're getting rid of JaVale. Dwight Howard could have definitely been starting on the squad. Even if it was in the JaVale role, maybe like 18 minutes a game, he could have been starting on a championship squad in year 14, 15, whatever it is for him at this point.
And one of the theories I was hearing was like, they had that little conversation, it wasn't set in stone, it was just in the air. And I guess he got word about Harrell being an interest of the Lakers, and that's what made him sign to Philly. But I don't think that makes sense because they're two different players. Like,
Harold's not even gonna get playing time at the center like that. I don't think he's
gonna get really any playing time at the center. Really, we have AD. If they're playing at the same time, AD is gonna be the center before him.
Bro, if Howard and Harrell play together in the same lineup, somebody's getting knocked out.
That's tough though. I don't understand. I really don't get it, bro. I don't know.
I'm sad we lost Dwight. I really am, but
I don't know if it's on him or his agent or who. I don't understand where the miscommunication led to just like on impulse signing to Philadelphia. Like, was it
like that's just random,
bro? Was the timeline really that crazy that like you had like no choice but to sign like within 5 minutes?
How'd you work like $1 million deal out that quick too? Is my real one. Like,
it's very confusing.
But so listen, I love Dwight. I'm super. I think our next conversation might be about him. I think we should do that just because of the circle we went with him, especially now that he's gone. I think it's only fair that we complete it. But if we're losing Dwight, I'm kind of glad we lost him this way because it's just hilarious.
Yeah, nah, for real. Like, yeah, it's just funny. Like,
it fits his story so perfectly.
Yeah, nah, that's facts.
But Dwight, you know what? You're off the team. Shout out to you though. Got us that ring. Helped us out in a big way. Shutting down Jokic. Coming up big when we really needed you during the regular season for a lot of games. Just provided great energy. Shout out to you, man. Took it like a champ when we sat you on the bench. I can't ask for a better story for him, really. Like, he really came full circle with us, and I'm so happy we took that gamble on him.
Bro. That was a nasty compliment. Bro, you say he took it like
he took it like a champ because he's a champ, bro. We got a ring because of it. He could have been tight. No, that's a real compliment, bro. He could have severely been tight. Like,
I'm not hearing that one. Nah, I was with you up until that. I was with you up until that.
I'm glad we could be in a good mood during free agency time because I know Clipper fans are stressed right now.
Nah, they're gonna do
They're
it.
having the most stressful podcast, and we're over here like, oh man, we lost Dwight. I'm so happy. Like, oh man.
Shout out Dwayne.
Nah, shout out Dwight. Shout out to a few other people. We're gonna get into it. But and then at this time, JaVale McGee's like he already opted in. I think JaVale McGee's gonna go. I'm gonna talk about that right at the end. But
Real
anyways,
quick,
bro.
bro.
Did we get breaking
Dwight
news?
Howard, if you're looking for a place to train in Philadelphia while you're here, you know what I'm saying? Swing by the field house. That's where we get lit.
I'm over here thinking that some news broke down or something. The way I seen it. But yeah. So
No plug.
at this time, man, I'm kind of like, all right, we lost Dwight. This is where I start questioning Pelinka just a little bit. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Like, is there a disconnect? Like, I'm like, all right, we must have a Ibaka in the tuck. Must have a Ibaka in the tuck. But then the report scares me because it says Lakers are now interested in Marc Gasol. And I'm like, we're not going to go. I like Marc Gasol. I like his brother. I like Marc. I think Marc is a little past his time. I think he was a great player on the Grizzlies. Right now, I don't know if I'm interested in Marc Gasol, especially for Dwight's type of role. But this is where I'm like, bro, does Pelinka must have a plan. This can't be the freaking plan, right?
I mean, it doesn't seem like it. In the moment, it's a little scary because it's like, what if? But again, you got to have confidence in Pelinka because you're thinking he probably has a block. We got a block. Like, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. It wasn't a Ibaka, but it was definitely something fire. And the moment, it was a little bittersweet because I was like, ew. But, like, once it settled in and I realized who we got and the talent he is, it's like, all right, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? But at first, it's like, ew.
Yeah, man. So
Shout out Trez, though.
facts. Let's talk about it, bro, because this is the one I'm excited for. So, did we talk about Wes Matthews? I feel like,
Yeah,
oh
you
yeah,
said
we said good pickup. I'm excited for him. I wonder if he gets to start in nod or not. The only thing I think he can't replace with DG is he's not as big. So we'll see when that day comes. But yeah, bro. So I'm like, yeah, he's a better defender, I think, at least.
That's all that matters.
You can't be worse than DG. What am I talking about, bro? There's no being worse. You could be 5 inches shorter and you go give me more than DG did.
That's exactly what I'm saying, bro.
Oh man, and DG got traded again. That shit is hilarious.
Right, he in Philly, right?
Sixers, man. He's on the Sixers. They traded Al Horford for DG. Oh, I didn't realize he's with Dwight. That's crazy. But yeah, man. So at this point, I'm kind of like, yo, he must have signed up his sleeve. Like, I'm confident enough in Pelinka where I'm like, I'm excited. I'm scared as hell, but I'm excited. I just hope it's the right move.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the notification. Bro, me and my girl is watching a movie, right? Me and her don't get too much time together, at least to, like, chill. We live together, so we're together every day, but we don't get enough, like, chill time because she in school, full-time job. I full-time job, and I do this. So, you know what I mean? Our schedules sometimes aren't aligned. Anyways, so we watching a movie, and she already tight because I got my notifications on heavy, and Woj every 2 minutes is so-and-so got signed. And at this point, it's type Scrubs. It's like
Alec Burks.
yeah, it's like Alec Burks got a deal. So I'm like, but nevertheless, every time it vibrates, I'm like, bro, this could be the one. This could be the one. This could be the one. So I go ahead. I get another little buzz. I look at it, and it says, Los Angeles Lakers are nearing a deal with Montrezl Harrell for 2 years, 19 million buckaroos. Ha, ha, ha. Pelinka, you sneaky bastard. I love it.
Nah, facts, bro. I really, that was the John up the sleeve nobody knew about. And it's funny because Trez, earlier in the day, he tweeted out, today gonna be an interesting day. I had no idea, bro. I would never even suspect that because in my head, Clippers, especially those specific Clippers like Trez, Pat Bev, Lou, I feel like they look at the Lakers like, nah, I would never. That's how I just perceived it. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just Pat Bev and he projects that on like the whole team. But
Harrell was one of those, bro. Harrell was one of those. I was like, this guy's a dog. I don't know what to tell you. Like he's a real grip player. You know what I mean? Like now you are enemy. I don't associate myself with the enemy.
I mean, clearly that's not the case though.
No, clearly not. But I'm saying we had that impression for sure.
That's what I thought. That's how I was surprised, bro. When you told me, I was like, I didn't even really know how to take it. I was just like,
I called you, bro, because I was super excited. So put the movie on pause. I go ahead and I call you, and I'm telling my girl, I'm like, nah, this is big news. I'm literally like in my bed just screaming, right? I call you and I'm like, yo, bro, you won't believe who we just signed. And you're like, who? And I'm like, Montrezl and Harrell. And you're like, that's cool. And my girl looked at me and she was like, is this a good move or what? Like, bro, you legit you said, that's cool.
Nah, some real Lakers shit though.
But what's up with Ibaka?
Nah, facts. I was like, wait, so does that mean Ibaka's slow? He was like, most likely, bro. I was like, damn. No, but on some real Lakers shit though, I just took it in that way. But after thinking about it for a little bit, great move. I really messed with Montrez being on the team. So
what do you think of the fit, man? Obviously, we could talk all day about the fact that we took him from the Clippers, so that just feels great. You know what I mean? But what do you think about the fit?
nice.
You think he fits with our squad? He doesn't give us spacing, but
no, he definitely does. He spaces the floor a little bit. Montrez is type overall talented. Like, first of all, I just want to point out Pat Beverly on Twitter, hilarious, because he was sick.
it was awesome.
Bro,
Man.
he seen
It felt
DeMarcus
so
Green
good.
go to the people they had up 3-1. Then he seen Trez bounce to the Lakers. Like, that's crazy. He was really going through it. I don't know about the Clippers right now, but so back to Trez though, a real Laker. You know what I'm saying? He already threw up the jersey on his Twitter. He's already jacking the
OG, bro.
comments.
I seen it.
So, all right, so I'm with it as long as he's with it, because it's you got to be suspicious at first, because you never know like people's mentality or whatever, because you don't want the chemistry to get messed up. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's probably the first thing I was thinking about. Like, all right, Trez, like, I don't know if I'm going to receive it. I'm sure, like, just as a grown man, it's going to be whatever. But, like, just in terms of chemistry, I don't want that to get messed up too much. So, but it seems like everybody's already with it. So,
They seem so.
and that's cool.
What,
But, space in the floor, bro, I don't really see that being a problem for us, to be honest, because at this point, we have like all types of scoring from inside and out. So, like, if you really think about it, his role's probably coming off the bench, depending on like the group he's running with. I think it's perfect because we're gonna need that offense. He's like instant offense, for real,
he
for real.
is. And honestly, now that I brought the point up to you, because I was obviously as soon as Lakers gets a player, we freaking signed some like undrafted bull, and I stayed up 10 minutes straight just watching his highlights, and I was like, I like this. I don't know, he could. So I checked his like assist to turnover ratio, and I'm like, bro, this bull is never gonna see the light of the day. But here I am. So you know, the Laker fan I am, I go ahead and I check out Montrezl Harrell highlights, right? Because all I know is that he cooked us every time we played them. Truthfully. He was the one bull that was kind of like always going to get his when he played us.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. But anyways, so I'm looking at the highlights, and now that I mentioned the whole spacing thing, a lot of his moves start out, I'm not going to say by the three-point line, but they start a little farther out, maybe like 20 feet. And then I'm not going to say he's shifty, but he gets to the basket, and he comes with a force. So in a way, if you go ahead and leave him open, 25 feet away from the basket, he has no problem running through somebody and getting to the basket. So now that I said that, I don't even know if the spacing is going to be that much of an issue.
Yeah, bro, because he's really like a special type of player. He's like a hybrid type of big man. Like,
he is. He's especially in the era where, PJ Tucker is playing center. Montrezl Harrell is 6'7", which was surprising. I thought he was at least 6'9".
he's like 6'8".
Yeah, he's 6'7", 6'8". Honestly, I'll be wondering half the time, does height even matter that much, bro? Like, does 2 inches matter that much?
Not really.
I mean, at
Two
the end of the
inches.
day, Montrez he's strong. He's strong enough where he can guard most centers.
Wingspan matters.
That for sure matters. I don't know his not analytics. I don't know his thing on that, his trade on that. But anyways, so that was another thing I saw though, defense. Like they kept saying, oh, I loved it, bro. Like for whatever reason, I saw salty Clippers fans on my timeline. I think it was just us Laker fans like retweeting them and like ha 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 ha, you lost. But yeah, I saw Clippers fans being like, oh my God, thank God they took him off of our hands. Yeah, you know how that goes. I hope he plays better defense for you. Wait till you see what Vogel does with this guy, bro. Wait for it, really.
Nah,
We got
that's a
Kuzma.
fact, bro. They really just.
We got Kuzma looking competent on the defensive end with Vogel. What do you think we're going to do with a hybrid like Montrezl Harrell?
It's definitely gonna work, bro. I mean, they just salty. There's really no other way to put it. I would be mad too. I would be crying bad because it's looking crazy for them right now.
Yeah, man, and we'll get into the last one because you know what? This is how I'll transition it. I was lost as hell where this whole Montrezl Harrell connection came, and then you sent me a text and you said, "Yo, is Montrez clutch?" So I looked it up. Little do I know, Richard Paul,
Yeah.
another one. So with this being said, first of all, it all leads back to one person. One person, and it's not LeBron James, it's not Anthony Davis. We are talking about manna from heaven. The bread that happened to fall down on a starving community. We're talking about Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
This man right here got Skip going crazy.
Come on, bro.
Got Skip going crazy.
Skip don't understand that this is manna from heaven. Rob Pelinka has been playing chess, and you guys were playing freaking not even checkers. Y'all were over here playing trouble. Y'all were playing trouble and trying to roll 6 to get out of the spot. Meanwhile, Rob Pelinka had y'all lined up, and now it was checkmate last season. But boy, that board sat for a long time. They wanted some youth around Anthony Davis. We don't got long-term youth. We got Dennis Schroeder, who's got 1 year left. Montrezl Harrell, who got 2. But ultimately, bro, Rob Pelinka, KCP, overpaid that first year, $18 million that first year. I seen him airball a game winner with Kobe in the front row. And I was like, this got to be the worst $18 million ever spent. Looking back at it now, bro, this is the best money ever spent. It got us LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and now Montrezl Harrell. And KCP stays. We keep him.
And I hope what you're saying over people's heads right now. Basically, what we're trying to say is KCP, I was saying, was the golden opportunity, right? And came across Pelinka desk. He had to eat the egg. And he said, no, I got to cash in on this. I got to treat this man right. All-star treatment. He got this man out of jail, Christian.
Hold on, bro. Yo, like, I'm gonna play the Pelinka thing. Give me a second. Tell me if you hear it.
He got this man out of jail.
Stories in the book. I would venture to guess there's people in the room that are familiar with the stories in the book of Genesis, where there was a time when the Israelites were wandering in the desert and all of a sudden bread came down from heaven. That's kind of what today feels like for us to have KCP join.
And, bro, that's no cap. And, bro, at the time, if you don't know what he knows, you're like, yo, what is this guy talking about? Like, this don't make no sense. looking back at it now, bro, it's like the most genius thing that probably ever been done in executive history. Because, all right, so here's the connection. KCP signed. KCP is Clutch Sports. KCP is with Rich Paul. Rich Paul is with LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? All right, at what time did we sign KCP?
You're talking about what year?
Yeah.
Alonzo's first year. So whenever he was drafted. 2017, 2018.
And then LeBron came the next year?
LeBron came next year, yep.
So then everybody knew LeBron's contract was up the next year. Got Rich Paul to the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? Treated KCP swell. Got him out of jail, all that. Got LeBron James. Got Anthony Davis. Scoop ball from down the street. And now we got Trez. That's like a starting five.
Bro, I mean, just Clutch itself, almost everybody on the squad is Clutch at this point. It's kind of crazy that one man could run the team like this, but I'm okay if what you're giving me is all-stars and like top-level talent and great supporting cast. Keep the Clutch people running. You know who's also Clutch? Ben Simmons. Keep it coming. Trae Young. Keep it coming, bro. It's going to happen eventually. Like,
well, you know what? I want to address this Skip tweet, though, because now that you're mentioning it, bro, it just makes sense what he's saying. Like, he's very salty. He's a very salty man right now. But what he's facts, and it's just in all caps. What? KCP got $40 million to stay with the Lakers? I guess Clutch clients don't count against the Lakers cap. It's the LeBron rule. Let's go ahead and hand LeBron the next year's trophy and his agency run the league now.
So the thing with that, bro, first of all, is Skip clearly don't know you can re-sign your own players. So that's the one that blows mine. It's not a cap thing. It's the fact that this is how it always gone.
I'm not a capologist, so I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I've been trying to get better, bro. I really have. I'll actually get into that as soon as we're done talking about this. But yeah, so that's one. And then two, 3 years for $40 million really isn't that bad. Nobody had a problem with us giving DG $15 million. I did after he stunk it up, but at the time.
But all I know is Clutch Sports is really running the league for real, for real.
I don't blame him. I'm not mad at it. Shit. LeBron James gets his players paid, bro, whether it's Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, KCP. At the end of the day, though, KCP was going to get this offer from somebody else. Realistically, 3 years, 40. Joe Harris just got 3 years for I want to say 67 or something crazy like that. Or 4 years for something wild, bro. And I like Joe Harris, but besides shooting, what else does he offer? He might be an okay defender. I'm not too sure. I ain't watched Nets game like that, but he's really just the purpose of shooting a basketball. He's just a shooter.
But it also seems like Rich Paul is almost like a GM as well. Because it's like this man is forming for us right
now. I mean, he's doing his job. You know, he got Tristan Thompson on the Celtics. That's some rival. You know what I mean? He got Tristan Thompson paid another $10 million in his book. So he's doing his job. You know what I mean? Trae Young got a supermax.
KCP. Is there anybody else on the Lakers who's with Clutch Sports?
Keith and Marcus Morris used to be, and then they had fell out. They fell out.
Interesting.
But Dion was Clutch. J.R. Smith was Clutch.
Is Keith still a free agent?
Keith is still a free agent. Let's talk about it, bro. So, with this predicament that we're in, I want to pull up a tweet from an actual capologist. His name is Eric Pincus. I'm going to pull up a tweet that he said, and this is where I have more theories. So, where is it? The number is a bit high for KCP in terms of Lakers cap space. This could mean no Markieff or Markieff at just the minimum. It could mean issues getting to 15 players. They may stop at 14. Or it could mean AD's taking a little less, etc. So it's a few different scenarios broken down. Maybe it just means maybe this just means we only get minimum players up to 14 players, which is cool. I mean, whatever. So if Markieff wants more than a minimum, we might not be able to give it to him. But what this also might mean, in my opinion, JaVale, you opted in and your days might be numbered, my guy. Whether it's he gets flipped for nothing and we just, get that cash back so we can pay, more vet minimums, give Markieff a raise or whoever the case may be. Or we package JaVale and Kuz and we get Bogdanovich. I do not know. I do think JaVale McGee does not start next year off as a Laker.
I love JaVale. I love what he did for our team last year. But if I'm the GM of the team on some business stuff, I would probably make that package deal and try to see if I can get Bogdanovich because that's a move, bro. You might as well just hand us a trophy right now because, come on, son. You're talking about the need to complete and the players that are on the market, if we can scoop him as a perimeter scorer, that's perfect. JaVale's not a perimeter scorer for us. Is iffy.
I would love it. I just don't know. I don't know if it's feasible really. And plus the way Rob Pelinka was talking about Kuz, we see him being very important on the defensive end. Kuz might be safe, man. We know his relationship with Jeannie. We know that him and Winnie might have an open thing going on right now, and Jeannie is his hall pass. If the hall pass saves your job, I get it. You know what I mean? I'm glad Winnie is supportive at the end of the day. So Kuzma might be in the clear. I'm not too sure. But if we keep or we don't keep McGee, we still need more players to fill out our roster. So I want to cover some of the top free agents still available that are possibly within our realm. So right now, I think for sure, and it's already stated, Lakers are looking for another center. Boogie, we need Boogie, bro. If he's going to the minimum at any team, it better be us.
No, that's a fact, bro. Because, that's what I've been anticipating, and I'm surprised it's taking this long. I don't understand what their schedule is looking like what they're waiting for. It seems like everything is, spent time a certain way for a specific reason. They're moving a certain way that it seems like they know what they're looking for, but, you know what I'm saying, it's just not clear to us. But I think Boogie's is a definite sign. I just don't know what's going to happen.
The reason I think it's taking so long, and this is why I think somebody's getting traded, I feel like we had to wait to see if KCP was secured. And we lost Bradley. I think that's something to talk. I want to talk about the people we lost at the end, actually. So I think we had to wait till the KCP bag was secured to see where we're at with the cap space. So now that we know, okay, we only got minimum deals, maybe we got to trade a JaVale McGee and get that package going, so we can start working with some other things we got. Give Keith a raise, So that might be what we were waiting for. I was expecting deals to start flowing after KCP signed. So I'm waiting, man. I think hopefully we get some more options tomorrow. But Boogie's a definite one. He's also a question mark. So I don't know if I trust it all the way. If we sign Boogie, I will feel very comfortable signing another center as well. I would want another center. So that's where the options comes in, man. Aaron Baines, Marc Gasol, who is rumored, and then one that I don't know if I want him, and I don't know if he's even a vet minimum guy, but Hassan Whiteside.
That's not feasible, bro.
Hassan Whiteside?
I don't really see that possibility. Out of all those options, I want to stay away from Gasol. Baines is definitely more attractive, but I really just want Boogie back, and that's our options for real.
Yeah, it is. Unless Ibaka signs for a vet minimum. It's tough, bro. I think
Dwight really folded.
Right? That's what I'm saying. We must have something. Uh-oh. Breaking news.
Don't say that.
I think you're gonna be tight about this one. Serge Ibaka made a decision,
Oh no!
and he's going to the Clippers. Lakers in 5.
He's a clown.
Lakers in 5. I'm not mad, bro. I'm not
mad either. That's like the only move that's positive.
What do you mean? They signed. They picked up. What was the one ball? The shooter on the Pistons that they copped. Not Luke Rittenauer. Oh man, what was the white ball, bro? On the Pistons, the shooter. They traded for him. Oh man, Bo could just shoot. Oh man, I can't think of his name right now. I remember I was sick because one time he gave like his top. Was he on the Hawks? I don't know. I got confused.
I don't know who you're talking about, bro. But that's hilarious.
I'll tell you right now.
Serge Ibaka.
Starts with an L, I want to say. Oh, Luke Kennard.
Oh, yeah, he said like that a little bit.
Yeah, so they got him and Ibaka. That's their moves this year. And they lost Montrez. They re-signed Marcus.
That's not bad. That's not terrible.
Yeah, but it ain't us. It ain't Schroeder. It ain't Montrezl Harrell.
Got to see Denver.
And Denver got worse, too. I want to talk about all the teams on a different episode once everything is all penciled in. But, yeah, man, so we got Baines. We got Whiteside. We got Marc Gasol. If I was ranking that most wanted to least wanted, it would be Baines, Whiteside, then Gasol. I don't think Whiteside is – I think he might be feasible, to be honest, because, listen, everybody at this point has almost used all their money. Only team that got money left is the Hawks, and Hawks already have Capella. They already have John Collins. I don't think they're going to go for another center, and plus it looks like they're our top contenders for the Bogdanovich thing. They could offer Bogdanovich $20 million. We probably can't. So that's one, but I don't think the Hawks will get him. Detroit, they used all their money on centers, stupidly, I must say. The Knicks have a ton of money, but they got Mitch Robinson, they got Obi Toppin, and then they just signed Nerlens Noel, so they're out the question. So realistically, Hornets, I think, used all their money. Yeah, they got Gordon Hayward. So honestly, bro, nobody got money for Whiteside on the market. And if we're talking about replacing 18 minutes of Howard, Whiteside might be able to do that. He could rim protect. He can rebound.
If we get Whiteside, that would be perfect, bro. It just didn't seem like a possible situation.
I just hope, sometimes Whiteside is known as kind of like not a nutcase, but he's sometimes a case in the locker room. You know what I mean? So that might be interesting. But Aaron Baines, I like too. He stretches the floor. He can shoot. I like his effort. I like the burner page they got from him on Twitter. I think that's a really good Twitter page. It always has me laughing. He's on every thing. But yeah, it's kind of thin, man. So, or maybe we just keep JaVale and we get a scrub and Montrezl Harrell gets most of the minutes at center. I really don't know, bro. I really can't tell you.
How much bread do you think Baines would demand for?
In this market right now, dried up, he's a vet min. Maybe a little more. Maybe like $5 million. A vet min to $5 million. We can't do 5. We can do the 2.8.
I'm trying to look. How tall is this dude? 6'10"?
Aaron Baines, he is center. He's center.
I'm just trying to see because we're talking about replacing the Dwight void.
Well, I don't know if we're really replacing Dwight. I think Harrell is. If you want to be real,
that's not the same thing, bro. It's not the same thing at all.
It's the same type of energy. You're expecting the same type of rebounding. You're expecting the same. You're not expecting the shot blocking, but you're expecting the same type of rebounding. You're expecting the same type of energy.
But the Lakers always we're a big team though. I don't want to get smaller. I don't want to get that much smaller.
Well, are we getting that much smaller if Anthony Davis is our 5 in the closing moments and Montrezl Harrell is our 4?
That's perfect. That's
LeBron
perfect.
James is our 1, and then whoever, Schroeder's coming in, Caruso. We're not really small. We're not going to be small. We got Anthony Davis on the squad.
That's true. That's true.
So
AD always likes to have that big guy take the pressure off him, like throughout the duration of the games and seasons and all that. So
what I'm honestly more concerned about is who's guarding wings. Wes Matthews, he's 6'4". He can't guard a Kawhi Leonard, I would not think. Or I don't know, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, we got.
I don't think he would, but I'm saying if it was the switch was to happen, he could. But he's a defensive player. He's like.
I just don't want the situation being, KCP has to guard Kawhi Leonard, like it was for that one time. You know what I mean? That one game where we had to have KCP on him because we had no other options. I need
talking about that you don't have LeBron James, bro.
I know, and that's what I kind of
always try to see around the fact that LeBron is on the team. Like, LeBron would have to guard him, yes, bro. When we all have to face it, yes, LeBron would have to guard him.
I don't know. I just don't know how many wings are out there. Jeff Green got signed, and that was when I was possibly looking forward to. This is a point where maybe Kyle Kuzma will come in handy because even if he's trash on defense, he's long. And I've seen him do actually some good quality possessions. Another Twitter notification. Ibaka is signing a 2-year deal with the player option in second.
Awesome.
So, and I don't know if you realizing, bro, but Wojnarowski is hitting everything else that isn't Lakers, and Shams getting all the Lakers. So Shams is my guy. He must have some real intel.
I haven't noticed that, really. I don't know.
Woj has not posted one Lakers thing. It's all been Shams, all Lakers. But yeah, man. Last thing I want to talk about, because I really don't know any wing options. Kent Bazemore is an option, possibly. We had him before on the team. I don't know if you remember that. I don't mind it. That's a guy who can. That's another thing. I'm kind of scared of shooting, man. We have no shooters, really. We have Schroeder, who's not like he's a good, decent three-point shooter, but he's not like he's mind-blowing. We have Kuzma, who's shot 32% for like the last 2 seasons, it seems. Deal will include a player option in the second. What was your late? We have Kuzma. Davis is Davis. LeBron is LeBron. KCP is good. Caruso isn't. Wes Matthews is. And then after that, it's like nobody else, really. Keith, if we get him back.
That's why I want
Bogdanovich. I want a sniper, man. I really want a sniper. And maybe Wes Matthews is that guy. Maybe I'm downplaying his role. What that possibly might be. At the end of the day, bro, we replaced.
But if we have Matthews and Bogdanovich, that's scary
around LeBron.
That's what James, I want, bro. I want those type of wings, though. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that starting lineup, Bron, and the 2 wings, Matthews and Bogdanovich, bro. And then AD and whoever the center is going to be. That's crazy.
And Bogdanovich is a little bigger. That surprised me. And I do like Bogdanovich's defense. He's one of like the tough white boys that can play D, you know what I mean? Like one of those hard ones.
Facts. That's what I'm saying.
So I always like that, bro. I really do. But yeah, so with that being said, man, let's end this with a big shout out to Rob Pelinka, first of all, replacing Rajon Rondo with Dennis Schroeder. Christ, bro. And then you replace Danny Green with Wes Matthews, and you save $12 million. And then, in theory, bro, you replace Dwight Howard, who was great, but he did get played off the courts at some moments. You know who won't get played off the court?
Mm-hmm.
Montrezl Harrell, who's not only a Los Angeles Laker, we got him for 2 years, and he fits the timeline of Anthony Davis. Robin, you're robbing them blind. You're going. So with that said, we're not done. And we're going to have another episode. I was hoping news would break now and you can get a live reaction, but I guess all we get is the freaking crappy Clippers news. But end of the day, Clippers is looking like ass. They downgraded. Oh, that's another guy. Torrey Craig is a possibility. He's a wing. They didn't pick him up from the Nuggets. They didn't pick up his player option. He's not a shooter, which would concern me, but he is a defender. So yeah, that was another option though. But anyways, Nuggets got worse. Rockets got worse. Yeah, Suns got better. In the East Coast, Hawks looking all right. They're looking like they might be able to get a 6 seed. Hornets, I don't really know what they're doing, but Melo. So shout out to my guy LaMelo. Warriors may not be the powerhouse we thought they were going to be due to Klay Thompson. Prayers up for Klay. But yeah, man, I don't know. 18 might be on the way.
I don't
And
know, man. The Hornets type just signed Gordon Hayward for
yeah,
big bread. I don't know. They looking scary over there.
yeah, man, they gonna take over the East. Wait for it. Who else they signed? They signed some other bullshit, man. Dwayne Bacon, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, with that being said, man, I want to talk about the fallen soldiers that we lost with all this being done. So, and I want to give a shout out to all of them because they're champions at the end of the day. So some of the fallen soldiers, obviously Quinn Cook, we had to cut him. That one hurt a lot. He didn't really play much, but he felt like a Laker to me.
He was a Laker. Like,
Is he though?
bro, he was a hard Laker, bro. He went through all the, all the practices. He traveled with the team. He played games. Like, he was a hard Laker, bro. Like, it's sad to see him go because he was one of the Lakers that really, like, bled purple and gold. So,
For
like,
real.
despite the playing time, he was here with it. So, like, shout out my man Quinn Cook. I hope somebody.
And I do think he could have had potential to really do more for us.
I think so too. I don't know.
But we'll never find that out. Oh well. He probably goes to the Nets if I'm to guess. I got him going to the Nets. But
That'd be cool for him.
Yeah, play with KD again. But yeah, so the fallen soldier with Quinn Cook. Dwight Howard, we talked about that already. Funny way to go, but Dwight, I'm glad the way your story ended up progressing, and I'm cool with the ending. I hope you kill it in Philly, man. Just, don't meet us.
I mean, my thing is if he has a good year this year, bro, we might just sign him. It's only 1 year.
It's 1 year. So it would have been fun if Dwight Howard retired a Laker. I'm not gonna lie to you. It would have been nice. But it is what it is. Rajon Rondo, big time deal signing with the Hawks. I just gotta check my phone, make sure everything's good. Ibaka did sign for the MLE, so the Clippers are basically done. They can only do vet mins from here on out. But yeah, so Rajon Rondo signing with the Hawks. He did not go to the Clippers like some people were suggesting, which this means Clippers' only option for point guards, unless anything changes, Jeff Teague, and that's if he signs for a vet min. So I don't know if I see that happening. But Rondo to the Hawks, man. I'm glad he's not to the enemy. He didn't give the Montrezl Harrell treatment to us.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like he was entertaining it for a little bit, which was scaring me. But I mean, if he went anywhere else, I'm not mad at it. I don't even care. He could have went back to the Celtics. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really worried about the Celtics with the moves they've been making, truthfully. So yeah, we lost Rondo. Shout out to you again. That's another person who his story kind of went full circle with me. I think one day, probably before the season starts, we should do an honest conversation about Rajon Rondo because I got a lot to talk about him for. Whether it's before he was a Laker, during, and now after. I feel like I got the closure for Rajon Rondo. So shout out to Doe for sure. The one that we kind of ended up with mixy feelings, I ain't gonna hold you, is Avery Bradley, fallen soldier. I get it with the whole bubble thing, I mean, I didn't know his son actually had like real respiratory issues.
Now you want to go to Florida though, is what I'm saying. Now you want to.
I didn't even put that in my head, truthfully. And realistically, the bubble was the safest bet. I mean, maybe you didn't know that at the time, but the fact that you're gonna opt into playing.
No, he didn't know that.
You're gonna opt into playing in a hot spot. I mean, Los Angeles is a hot spot too. A hot spot during the regular season, during the peaks. Whatever, though, Bradley ended up on mixy terms, signed for almost the same deal he could have got here, but he just got another year. Apparently, Butler recruited you. How do you get recruited by the worst team, like the worser team? Like, we beat their ass.
I'm guessing he probably known that he probably knew that it wasn't really gonna be a spot for him.
Possibly.
Thinking about how like the contracts was lining up, you would assume that they're gonna take KCP over you.
It's quite possible, man. It's quite possible. It is what it is. I I got no hate in my heart for him. You know, he contributed for the regular season for sure. Shout out to Bradley. I love the time he was a Laker.
Facts.
Those defensive possessions. I hope we still got that defensive grit. You know, they were doing an Avery challenge last season. Hopefully that challenge can continue without him gone. And that's everybody we lost, man. That's everybody we lost. Kyle Kuzma we hanging on to. McGee we hanging on to, for now at least. And Danny Green is not a loss. So I do not want to put him in the fallen soldiers because we did not lose a damn thing.
Shout out Danny Green. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, no, I can't wait for it. If he thought Laker fans were bad, wait till he go to Philadelphia, bro. Wait till he go to Philly. Bro, I went to a Sixers game back when Sixers and Lakers were both basura. And Lakers had the game Sixers had the game in the bag. This is when they won only like 18 games, and for whatever reason, they still were able to beat the trash-ass Lakers. They had their like 6th win out of like 50 games in the bag, right? Final moments. It's already done. They're up by like 8 with 40 seconds to go. Not even. It was like they're up by like 12 with like 40 seconds to go. Michael Carter-Williams is at the free throw line, right?
For the icy joint or whatever.
Yeah, bro. So like the Sixers do a thing where if they hit 100 points, they get a free Frosty from Wendy's. One Frosty, just a free Frosty. So Michael Carter-Williams was at the line, and the Sixers had 99 points, and he had 2 free throw shots. They just needed 100 points. He missed both of those Johns and got booed out of his own arena after legitimately leading them into a victory.
Oh, weak, bro.
I was crying. So if Danny Green thinks that Los Angeles Laker fans are rough, wait till the Sixers is on the ass.
Pray for Danny Green, man. He gonna figure it out.
He gonna figure it out. You know what I figured out, bro? Manna from heaven, the bread from heaven. Next show, bro, I promise you, I'm gonna be dogging Wonder Bread. I got to. I'm feeling that vibe. I wish I would have thought of this idea next time or earlier. But next time, I got y'all. Bread is on the way. AD is on the way. He gonna get that max deal, whether it's a 2 years, so we can get a 10-year max at the end, or whether it's 5 years. I don't care. He's coming back to Los Angeles. LeBron James still on the squad. Dennis Schroeder here. Montrezl is here. Wes Matthews is here. Duds is going to come back. Let's go, bro. I don't care.
Duds coming
hard.
Bro.
He going to come back.
One free agency, bro. It's over with.
It's over. 18 is on the way. AD is on the way. LeBron James been here. Montrezl is here. Dennis Schroeder is here. Just chip us, bro. It's over. We did it. And the Bucks, y'all screwed up. Y'all tampered. Look at y'all now. Giannis is out of there. Oh, man. All right. With that being said, where we at the time, bro? We are good to get going. We'll chat with y'all soon. 50 minutes in, 53 minutes in. We'll chat with y'all soon. It's coming. It's coming. There's no avoiding the inevitable. Like Thanos said, I am inevitable, and so are the Los Angeles Lakers. We do this chip thing for a living. 17 of them. But 18 is on the way.
Yes,
so we'll see you guys along the way on the next episode, the next incarnation of LAKERLAND. For now, if I don't see you, have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Karma gon' come, hope I'm ready when she do. All the good that way too young, hope I ain't good enough for you. If I ever get caught up, hope it ain't shit left I could prove. Cause I'm only 21, ain't got shit left I could